Today we're going to be solving an asymmetrical N-Cournot game. We're going to find the Nash equilibrium for like I firm, and then that's it. That's what we're doing tonight. I'm excited to be back. So, I'm going to set up our question real quick, and then we'll get to it. Okay, so firms are at N. This is your inverse demand curve. So P is equal to alpha less beta Q. I guess like it would be Q vi or what. Actually, no, this isn't Q vi. I will show that later. Alpha and beta have to be greater than 0. That's quite common. And I is 1 all the way to N, where C is your marginal cost, and you've got C of 1 is less than C of 2 is less than, so on and so forth, all the way to C of N. So the nth firm has the greatest marginal cost. Where the heck is my water? Okay, so in this case, we're going to set up our profit immediately, okay? And we're solving for so much stuff laying around for no reason. We're solving for I. I should put in my arguments. Yeah. Okay, so this is our profit function right here, where Q less of I is the sum of your opponent's quantities, okay? So Q less of I, sum of Qj, where where J does not equal I, okay? And it's the N sum. This is also true. I'm going to write this as well. Qi plus Q less I is equal to big Q. It's like, that's all the Q's. I'm going to make this Q star. So that's how they have it. So, right now, our step 1, I'm already done step 1 here. Well, I guess like step 1 would be build your profit function, but that's pretty easy. So I guess like your real step 1 is FOC, doing your first order condition. So if you want, you know what I like to do? I like to move everything in first, So I like to simplify stuff. So this goes to alpha less beta qi squared less beta qi q less I less q ci qi, right? You just have everything like sort of neatly. This is a very easy FOC to do. Again, you don't have to take this step. I'm just doing it because I find it easy. So you do your FOC. This is alpha less 2 beta qi less beta q less I less ci. And at this point, what you can do is, at least what I suggest, is you can, give me one sec here. What do I suggest? I suggest splitting this guy up. So I suggest going alpha less beta qi less beta qi less beta q less I less ci. It's just easier to see this way because what you're going to do is you're going to factor out your b, factor out your less b, then you have qi plus q less I less ci less b qi less alpha, and then you're bringing in the big Q, okay? So this is equal to alpha less beta qi less beta big Q. I don't need a bracket there. That was goofy of me. Q star less ci. And right now, your second step. Oh, never mind. Don't listen to me, guys. Actually, please do. We're going to be summing because we want to find the sort of the sum of quantities being supplied by the firms. We're going to be summing this, okay? All over N. Or, sorry, summing conditions over I. So, you have your sum of alpha and so you can move some stuff around here because this is going to Q now, right? Because the sum of QIs is just equal to Q, okay? So this is just going to big Q. This is going to big C. So you've got C of I, or sorry, the sum N I equal Q to CI gives you big C, okay? And so you've got this now, big C. The only thing that's kind of like left over here, in a way, is alpha. I'm not, like, there's no like big alpha, or that sounds, sorry, the brain rot is getting to me. Big alpha sounds so funny to me. And obviously, you can't have big Q. Oh my god. Anyway, so this is going to go less beta QI. I'm going to put plus here. And alpha less BQ. And then less big C. It's getting a little crowded, so I'm going to erase this because it's like, doesn't really matter. If you hear like clattering in the background, it's fine. Just ignore it. Let me see if I'm right here. Yeah, it's hard. Well, actually, no, I'm wrong. So it's funny, like, do as I say, not as I do. this has to be big Q because I just said it was big Q and then I didn't actually do it. So now we have this. I'm going to erase what's up here now, because this is no longer important. It's kind of important. And this is mainly important here. I'm going to erase everything else. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. All right, so we have this. I'm going to erase everything here. Sorry, I haven't updated what we've been doing. So we have our FOC, and we sum. I'm just going to put sum, and then 3, isolate. Third step is isolate. I spelled isolate wrong. Everybody laugh at me. Okay. FOC, sum, isolate for Q star. Okay? So you have less beta, Q star, plus N, bracket, alpha less BQ star, less C. Okay? And this is equal to 0. Okay? So first thing I'm going to do is this gives less B Q star less N alpha less N B Q star less C equal to 0. Move these to the other side. I think. Yeah. Oh, that's what I want to do. So you're left with N alpha BQ plus N BQ, and you gotta get you gotta get Q out of there is what I decided. Am I doing this right? Have I lost my mind? Oh, I am doing this right. I need to have more faith in myself. That's what I've learned. So anyway, this is N alpha less C. Again, this is big C. You're factoring out Q. Beta plus N beta. Bada bing, bada boom. And you're dividing everything, okay? So Q star is equal to N alpha less C. And I'm also going to factor beta here. So this is beta times 1 plus N. Okay? So this is your Q star. I'm going to write this down here a little neater. Yeah, where am I going to write this? Q star is equal to N alpha less C. Oh, terrible. Over beta 1 plus N. They said it couldn't be done. They said I could not find Q. Okay. So we have some math going on here. I actually don't need that anymore. We have some stuff. And we found our Q star. That's super important. We found our Q star. So what is to be done? What is to be done when we find our Q star? Well, I'll tell you what. Here's what we're going to do today. We're going to put our Q star into our original FOC. And I'm going to write this down so everybody knows what's up. 4, put Q star back into FOC. It's just getting, like, look, it's like bigger and bigger, you know? Step 4. All right, so you have alpha less beta QI less beta, and we're just inserting this in here. N alpha less C over beta 1 plus N, okay? Less C of I. Whoa, okay, all equal to 0. So what do we do with this here? This is really ugly. So what do we do? I'll tell you exactly what we're doing here. Number 5. Isolate small q to find Q star I. I spelled isolate wrong again. I always forget the E. What's going on here? Real economists don't know how to spell. They also don't know how to do math. Boom. I'm legit. Immediately, these B's are gone. I've already decided that. So you have with alpha less beta QI, and then less alpha less C, beta 1 plus N. Ugh. Now, we're going to have some fun. I'm moving that to the other side. So you got your beta QI is equal to alpha less Now, do I want to simplify any further here? Did I do it here? I did do it here, so we have to simplify further, because that's what I did. I did this. Okay, so here's how you simplify. First of all, I'm gonna erase this stuff so we can get straight to the beeswax here. You're factoring in your less, and you're sort of, I did not cancel out that beta. Catch me lacking. This is one, oh my God, that one. Everyone look at that one. What's going on here, huh? 1 plus n, 1 plus n. So this gives, boop, insert, less n alpha over 1 plus n. And this is plus c, 1 plus n, plus ci, less alpha. And what we're going to do is we're going to multiply this on the bottom and the top, 1 plus n, okay? So this gives 1 plus n times alpha over 1 plus n. You factor this in. Also, now we can kind of like, this is, ooh, my gosh, I'm on goofy stuff tonight. Less n alpha, because it's all below the same thing. You factor this in, this is like saying alpha plus n alpha. And so this gets wiped off the map, and so does this, and this goes to alpha. It's a little messy, but you get what I mean, right? So you're left with alpha over 1 plus n plus big C over 1 plus n less ci. You smush those together. It's equal to alpha plus big C over 1 plus n less ci. And that looks a lot better. I think that's exactly what we need to have. Yes. Final step, divide everything by beta, and it looks the best when you just do this. So your final answer is qi star is equal to alpha plus big C over 1 plus n plus ci times 1 over beta. And that looks pretty darn good. And I'm gonna kind of draw a little bubble around that answer. So that's how you solve an N-Cournot game. So firms are at n, you've got Cournot, oh, and it's asymmetric. This is important because our C's, you could have solved this symmetrically if all of our constant, our marginal costs were equal, but they're not. And so this is your Q of I. And tomorrow we're going to prove that the first firm, so firm 1, makes the biggest profit, which should already be obvious because your C1 is the lowest, it's your marginal cost, but there's an actual way to prove it with math and not just instinct, which it is an instinct to kind of assume that, but anyway. Nice.